So when we're trying to draw a mass versus acceleration versus mass graph, first of all, we need to work out average acceleration. Okay? So we're just trying to find the average acceleration here. Yeah. So just put in average acceleration. This would be our process data. So what you need to do, just do an equal sign. Equal is you define a new function, okay? And then this one we're just going to use average. Yeah, this word, okay, average. So the capital average, okay, and then you select every single number here. So select all 5 numbers, and then add another bracket, click enter. It will just calculate the average of these 5 numbers for you, okay? You can put into the calculator to check it will be the same thing. Let me make it larger so you can see it clearly. Yeah. And then all you need to do is just like press this little thing, you drag it down, and then it will calculate all the average for you, okay, all the average for you. And you can like try to average this 4, 5. This is my independent variables, okay? I'm just going to make a different color. And then now it's like doing all of this. It's like the blue one, okay? So just calculating all the average. So once we finish calculating the average, we also need to calculate the uncertainty, okay? We also need to calculate the uncertainty. So when we calculate the uncertainty, we said the formulas is, okay, the formula is maximum minus minimum divided by divided by 2 root n, okay? 2 root n, and in this case, yeah, in this case, it will just be the maximum value divided by minimum minus minimum value divided by 2 root 5. Yeah. So let's quickly go here. So how do we find the maximum values? You're just using another function called max. Okay. So you type in this max, it will select the maximum number for you. So for example, you like select these 5 numbers and add a bracket, click enter, you can clearly see out of these 5 numbers, the maximum number is 4.12. So the Excel automatically selected for you. Let's just try to, yeah, so this column give us the maximum values. Yeah, this column give us the maximum values. And let's drag it down and then do a random check. Okay, so let's just check these 5 numbers. And looks like the largest number is, yeah, 1.85, and did select the maximum value for us. Okay, and then we need to do the same thing for minimum. So maximum min, it's the minimum, and then select all 5 numbers from trial 1 to trial 5. Add another bracket. Add another bracket here. Press enter. It will calculate all the minimum values for you. Drag it down, and it calculate everything automatically for you. Okay. And let's do another random check. Let's have a look at this 5 number here. Seems to me the lowest number is 0.85. It is actually 0.85. Okay, so everything's fine. And we have our maximum value, we have our minimum values, and then all we need to do is we just need to do the range over 2 root 5. Okay? So let's start the calculation. So the range is the maximum value, which is G5, right? Column G, row 5, minus the next one, this one here, minus minimum values, okay, divided by, yeah, divide just like this. Yes, this is divide 2, and then multiplied by 5. Yeah. And then, yeah, if you don't know how to, yeah, so you just like 2 multiplied by 5 to the power of 0.5. Okay. So like this one here, 5, and yes, it's root 5. So I don't know how to type in root. That's how I type in root. Okay, 5 to the power of 0.5. So it just tells you that. Okay, and you can use your calculator to double check. If you have a calculator with you, if you use 4.12 minus 3.95 divided by 2.2 root 5, it does give you. Oh, wait a second.
Peter,
Put a bracket here. Divide both things. Oh yeah, question.
Wouldn't you need to add the brackets for 2 and root 5?
Yeah, yeah. And then so I just realized we need to like add a bracket here as well. Thank you so much. And then yeah, add the bracket here, and we can see our final answer here is 0.038. While you're doing anything with Excel, so like you drag it down, I strongly suggest you to like just select something, yeah, select something, and then just like double check, yeah, double check the answers. Okay, so we have everything ready. So we have our uncertainties, and then we have our average. Okay, we're just going to copy and paste. So copy it over here. Yeah. So if you just do direct copy and paste, it will have this like really weird thing. So what you should do is you just copy, and then you select the paste number only. Okay, those just paste values, And similar here, copy, and then paste values only. Okay, just paste values, don't paste formulas. Otherwise, you mess everything up. So this is our acceleration, and this is our acceleration uncertainty. Okay, so we have all of this ready. Yeah. Acceleration uncertainty. And then uncertainty, we just need to round it to one significant figure. So just like round it to one significant figures right here. So you can just simply press this button here. You call the decreasing decimals. Yeah, show fewer decimals each time. Or you can also like show more, but you can show a few. Yeah, and then you can just like round everything to one decimal place. And then this is our statistical uncertainty. Right? So this is a statistical uncertainty. And then we also have our original uncertainty. Right? Our original uncertainty just like 0.01. Okay, just like write down all of them. And then like obviously you just choose whichever larger it is. And obviously this case will go with this one because all of them are larger. Okay? So our statistic uncertainty is larger than all the original uncertainty. So we're just going to go with this. And you need to round your actual values so they match up the place values. Okay, so this is 2 decimal place for the first 4 values. Then the first 4 acceleration, they must also be 2 decimal place. Okay, and then this one is only 1 decimal place. Of course, this one here has to be 1 decimal place. So this is our final data. Okay, our final data. That's what we're going to use in the use for drawings, and then we have our independent variable mass. Let's copy and paste it over here. So I have our x values, y values, everything is perfect. We can start drawing. Okay. So when you start drawing, you select the x and y you're going to draw, and you go to insert it on the top here, insert, and then you go here, scatter plot. Okay, you go to here, scatter plot. Just as soon as you click the scatter plot, everything shows up nicely. Okay, everything shows up nicely, and yeah. So we could leave it over here. Yeah, we could leave everything over here. But Cindy, could you please tell us, if we just leave everything like what I did here, if we don't change any of the scales, would we get full marks for the graph?
No, because you have to have like an appropriate scale that fits the page. Like the data has to be spread out evenly.
Yeah, the data must be split out evenly. And the problem now is we have too much empty space, okay? Too much empty space. So Cindy, what do you think is like appropriate scales for the x-axis? What's the maximum and minimum values? Can you see can you see these numbers clearly on your side?
So just okay. Like from 0.2 to, or maybe like 0.15 to 0.45.
Yeah, perfect. So what we need to do is you click on the y-axis, and then right click and then click format axis. Yeah, click format axis, and then the minimum not 0 anymore. We probably go for 0.15. Yeah. And then our maximum 0.45, I think it looks nice to me. Everything's good. Y-axis, I think it's like, you can leave it like this. It's pretty good. Okay, I think it's pretty good. And then now let's add our axis titles. So we need to say this is acceleration versus mass, right? We know it need to be 3 paragraph long. Yeah. Okay, and then you also need to add your x and y axis. So you just go to, let's close this. You see this little green button is really nice. Okay, so just click here and then click axis titles within the primary vertical and then primary horizontal. Okay, they all just shows up. And then you could just click inside and then edit them. So it's going to change this into my mass of, this is 100, something like that. Mass / kilograms, and then here is the acceleration of the system, a / meter per second squared, per second to the power minus 2. Yeah, so meter second to the power minus 2. Okay, so I have our x and y axis all set it up perfectly. Now we need to add our error bars. Okay, sorry, we'll add our trend line first. Okay, so let's add our trend lines. And our trend line, you just go click this red little.
Peter?
Yeah, question.
Wait, so the trend line's basically a line of best fit, right?
Yeah, it is. trend line is your LOBF. Okay. So what we do is we click here and then trend line here. Okay, trend line here, and then you click here, click more options. Okay, click more options, and then okay. Wait a second. Let me just like put this one down a little bit. Also, I clicked the wrong one, not legend. We'll just click trend line, more options. So you can see lots of things coming up. Of course, we'll choose a linear one. Okay. Later on for math, we might choose exponentials, logarithm, polynomial, whatever. But now for physics, just choosing linear, and then displace the equation on chart, and then displace R value if you want. They show like how good your data fits the line. Okay. And then we have everything ready. And then like come back. We don't really need to displace this. Okay, you can delete this. If you put it there, it's still fine. Okay, but you don't really need it. And now we're just going to make it nicer. So I'm just going to bold it a little bit, and then change it into my favorite font, and then increase the size a little bit. And then I need to add my title. Okay. So I need to label the lines. Okay. I need to label the line with line of best fit. Okay. Yes, everything labeled nice and perfectly, and then just place it next to your line. Okay. Later, I will show you guys like how to match up the colors. So everything is ready here. Now we just need to arrow bar. Okay, we need to do the arrow bar so we can draw the minimum lines. So we add arrow bar. Arrow bars. Click this red thing, this green thing again. So useful. Chart element. Okay, and then go to arrow bar, and then don't click anything. Just click more options. Okay, click more options. So now we can see now we're on the vertical arrow bars. Okay, you can't really plus or minus. Yeah, so you can have a fixed value. We can like do it as 1, or we can do it as 2. You can see 1 is 2 is so big, or we can do it as 4, 5 is even larger, or we can just do it as 0.1. Okay, you can see it's so small. Okay, if we have a fixed error bars, you can definitely do that. Okay, but in this case, our error bars is the red one. That's our statistical uncertainty. It's different for every single value. What you need to do is you can't use the fixed value anymore. You need to go to custom here. You need to specify the values. You'll click specify values, and then go to the positive error bars, which is these 5 values, and the negative error bars. Click these arrows again. Select all the value you want to choose, which is the 6 values, and then yeah, click OK. Yeah, so like they're just all there. Okay, it's visible later on, like when I zoom in, and then now you just click on the horizontal arrow bars again, and then you can have the values which is 1 or 2, or you can make it even larger, or because in this case we don't have any horizontal arrow bars, we just choose fixed values and then choose 0. Okay, choose 0. So when we choose 0s, the horizontal arrow bars just disappear. Okay, and then we can just close it. And then you can clearly see, yeah, it's a bit small to see, but like you can actually see they all have different size. Okay, they all have different size. So that's just our horizontal arrow bar. So everything is finished. And then now we need to place our maximum and minimum slopes. Okay, yeah. And let me using my annotate options from Zoom. Yeah. So usually what we have is we have like a big arrow bar here, and we have another big arrow bar here. Oh, by the way, Cindy, can you see the annotate like the 2 blue thing I'm drawing?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So usually we have big arrow bars. It's very simple. All we need to do is just like connect the low to high. That's our maximum slope, and then connect from low, high, low, yeah, this low to that high. This is our minimum slope. It's really easy. There's a unique way of drawing it, but clear this up first. Yeah. But in this case, we can't really do that because you can see this endpoint, this arrow bar is so small. It's so small, it's like impossible to like draw a line to pass through all the points. And then you just need to decide where you're going to position your arrow bars. Okay, where you're going to position arrow bars. There's lots of different ways to position it, and I'm just going to go. Yeah, so this is my logic. Is I'm just going to choose the lowest point. I'm going to choose this point here because I think this will give me my maximum deviations. Okay, so I'm just going to connect these 2 points to connect, like to give me my maximum slope, and my minimum slope I will choose like this point here, and I'll probably just like go with the lowest point over there, and then just connect these 2 points to give me my minimum slope. Okay, I mean the answer is not unique. Either answer is fine. You just need to explain it using that paragraph. Okay? So let's get started with maximum and minimum slope. Yeah, so let's have a look at it. So so I need to locate our points first. Okay. Yeah. So for your maximum slope, you need 2 points, and then for your minimum slope, you also need 2 points. Okay. So my maximum slope, I'll probably just call it like point A, which is that point down below there. So you can clearly see the horizontal, yeah, so that just related to this data point. Let me shade it. Oops, it's 2. Yeah, so like just let me yeah, bold it, make it larger. So that's my maximum slope. The x coordinate will be 0.2. Okay. So y coordinate, you can see the central value is 1.2, but it goes down by r above 0.2. So the y value is just 1. Okay. The y value is 1. And then and the highest point, I'm just going to choose my fourth data point, which is 0.35. So this is 0.35. The original value is 0.35. And then you are 0.09 above. Okay, so it's going to be 0.35 plus 0.09, which give me 3.54. Okay, 3.54. So like this point over here, this point here is like around 3.54. So I have 2 points, and I'm just going to add it. Okay, so you go to your same graph and then click chart design, and then let me see. Okay, go to the chart design, and so it's not here, it's here, and I want to add more data points. So, select data. Okay, here you can see here is when you go to chart design. Here's oops, E. Give me a second. Okay, so we need to go to chart design and then click select data. So you can see at the moment we just have like one set of data, which is a blue set of data. Now I want to add a new set of data. Okay, and then a new set of data, and then my series name is my maximum slope. That's my series name, and then the series x values you just need to select. These two are my x values, and then the series y values. These two are my y values, and then once you select both of them, click OK. And then yeah, and click OK again. You can see these 2 points, the 2 red points shows up, okay, which is the line I'm just going to draw for my maximum slope. I need to click on it and then click add trend line. Okay. Click on the red orange point and add trend line. And obviously we're just going to use linear. We're going to displace equation, displace r values, okay, and close it. Okay. And in this case, your R value should be 1 because it's 2 points you get a unique trend line. Okay? 2 points you get a unique trend line. And yeah, we're just going to go. This is called my maximum slope. And I want to match up my colors. Okay, so I change this into my favorite font, make it larger, bold it, and also matching up the colors. I'm going to also use orange so the teacher can clearly see, okay, the color is matching up perfectly. Maximum slope match with my orange color. And then now let's look at my minimum slope. In my minimum slope, I'm still going to use that 0.2, and then the corresponding y value is 1.2 plus 0.2, give me 1.4. That's like that highest error bar point here. And then I'm just going to use the lowest point from the last data point, which is 0.4 minus, 4.40 minus 0.04. So this, the difference between these 2 points just give me like exactly 4. Okay? So 0.4 and 4. So that's my 2 points for my minimum slope. I click the graph again, click chart design, click select data, and then add my minimum slope, type the series name in, and then select the series x values, ding ding, select the series y values, ding ding, and then click OK. Yeah, okay, so you can see the 2 brown points, just like showed up there, okay? And yeah, and then we just need to click one of the brown points and then add trend line. Yeah, again, linear, and displace equation, and then displace R value. Okay. So it just like displaced over here. Yeah, and we just need to make it larger. Right, change it into the front we want, and then yeah, color it so this is gray. Sorry, change it into like the gray color, and then yeah, and then place it like next to your minimum slope. It's like right in here. This is our minimum slope. So have the line of best fit, maximum slope, minimum slope. Of course, you can change the colors to whatever you want. You just click the line here, and you see there's like color options, and you can choose orange, but you might say my favorite color is green, right? So we can just like change it into green. I just need to change this into green as well. Oops. Yeah, just click that. Yeah, and then like yeah, change everything. You can just select everything and then just change it into green as well. Okay? You can choose whatever the colors you want. Just make sure your maximum slope and your maximum slope line, they have the same matching colors. And then you need to add more minor trend lines to get full marks. So this here, click add minor trend lines. So more lines showing up here. Click add minor trend lines. Yeah, so you can see it's now it's like really nice graph. You can just like adjust everything, okay? Adjust everything a little bit. Make sure like yeah, everything is in appropriate scale. Okay? Yeah. So that just yeah, it's a final graph.